What the fuck is up, YouTube? Welcome back to—
Sorry about that. Anyways, do you remember running up the stairs after shutting off the lights as a kid? Not gonna lie, guys, the demon would never catch up to me. I'm just too fast. But that had me wondering, what if we turned this childhood fear into an actual horror game? Oh, and hold on. What if we also added an online mode where you can play as the demon? Oh, and hold on. What if we also made it playable on mobile? Oh, and hold on. What if— Stop! To start off, I first needed to make a model of some stairs that the players will eventually run up. And making this 3D model was super easy since I'm pro. Then I also added some imperfections to the stairs since horror games usually take place in a dystopian crack shack where everything's broken and dirty. So yeah, now these stairs look like they belong in a horror game. Speaking of horror games, have you seen the 500 billion horror games that use that stupid PS1 style? I hate it. It should be banned from gaming. So I added a PS1 style texture to the stairs. And this actually looks so good. I love the PS1 style. That's enough talking about stupid stairs. If you're still here and I didn't bore you yet, hi, I love you. Thank you for watching, and let's get married. Anyways, I placed the stairs into my empty video game, and now we need to add running, so when we add the monster, we can book it up the stairs. And for the running mechanic, I wanted to make sure it's skill-based. So I remember this one time I played a sprinter game a while ago, and the way you moved in that game was by tapping the arrow keys one by one as fast as you could. And if you accidentally tapped one twice in a row, you would trip like a dumbass. And this would literally be perfect for my game, so I wanted to freaking steal this mechanic and put it into my game too. And so there it is, running. And yeah, guys, don't accidentally double tap a key, otherwise you'll trip like a dumbass. Now remember, this is supposed to work on mobile too, so let's test it out.
No battery? What the hell? My battery's low.
Why did you drain my battery, you piece of shit? It's all your fault. I'm just kidding, I still love you. Wait. I don't have arrow keys. I can't move. That was fucking stupid. So I added a separate UI for you stinky mobile players with 2 buttons to mimic the arrow keys. But eventually, as you can see, we start to run into the void and oh my goodness, guys, we're floating. So I made a script that generates stairs to infinity and beyond. Okay, that was cool. And yes, the stairs are infinitely generated because the idea for the game is that you have to survive for as long as possible before the spooky catches up to you. And then later on, I'll also add a leaderboard so you can compete to get the highest score.
Hold on, this video is sponsored by my balls, so make sure to check them out down below.
But now, the lights are still on, and my last electric bill was fucking insane, so I need to shut off these lights before I go upstairs. So I made a 3D model of a light switch and put it at the bottom of the stairs. Now that I have this, I wanted to make a swiggity swaggity cutscene where the player shuts off the lights before going upstairs. But I'm kind of scared to actually shut the lights off because that means the demon is gonna come. But hey, that's the point of the game, right?
I'm gonna come.
So here's the cutscene that I made before the demon
Comes.
And as you see, after that, it put me into the game to start running up the stairs. And running up the stairs would be a good idea, but I think I'll just take my time because there's no monster yet. There's no monster. Okay, here's the thing. The reason I don't make many horror games is because there's no monster.
What?
The reason I don't make many horror games is because I suck at making scary monster models. But this time, I was able to ask one of my good buddies, Gilbert, to come up with some scary monster designs for the game. So let's see the monster designs Gilbert came up with. All right, we got design 1. Bro can't even spell? I mean, that's fine, I guess. All right, let's see. Are you kidding me, bro? The default ghost?
Oh my god, that's so
Next design. Damn, bro! How do you go from a ghost to this? Bro, you know I can't model this shit. All right, Gilbert wasn't any help, so I needed to design a monster all by myself. Guys, look, the monster model might not be that scary looking, but at least it's got a fat ass. Now currently, our caked up monster is just chilling around and enjoying life, but I changed that by making him chase you up the stairs. Why is bro running like that? Who animated this? But now that he chases us, we can't tell how close he is. So to be able to tell if he's close to you, I added some spooky chase music. Guys, I did not add that. That must have been Gilbert. What the heck? There we go. Spooky. And then I also added a glowing light to our monster to help determine if he's near. But now that he chases us, I realized that the monster never catches up to you. He always runs at the same speed. And this kind of reminds me of a Wi-Fi router with no paper towels. So what I came up with is a system where you have to quote unquote catch your breath. This happens every 10 seconds or so because you're a fat bastard. And when it does happen, you have to click on these circles on screen to like catch your breath or whatever. And every time you run out of breath, the demon gets a teeny weeny bit faster. So the monster catching up to you is kind of skill-based, but kind of not. So let me know if you have suggestions to improve this. And by the way, now that the monster is chasing us, I was able to make a timer to display how long you survive. But now when the monster catches up to us, he kind of just like gives us a big old kiss on the ass. But obviously, when he gets close enough, he's got to kill us and get angry. Angry, I'm gonna kill you. So I made another cutscene for when the monster catches up to you. And by the way, check out my expert voice acting here.
Pro.
No. And as you saw, once you die, it displays the amount of time that you survived. And that's great, but now I wanted to make a worldwide leaderboard so you can compete against the other players to see who can survive the longest. Spoiler alert, it's me, you guys suck. So to actually make the leaderboard, I found a free online tool to store usernames and scores to a database. And so with that, I was able to hook it up to these texts to display the actual leaderboard placements. Now to set this straight, I played the game myself to put a really good high score on there. We gotta set the standard, you know? Oh, let's go, I'm at the top of the leaderboard. Well, there's no other players, but good luck trying to beat my high score, pal, because you can't. Now that we have a single player mode with a leaderboard, I wondered, what if we also added a multiplayer mode? What if one player could play as the spooky demon guy and the other player could be the runner? But hang on there, buddy. You've probably seen the thousands of other YouTube videos by these other game devs remaking literally everything and anything. So you know by now, when you try to do something, there's always a problem. And that problem is, I don't have a 3D model for the runner. And for this, I wanted to try to make a human only from memory. And so luckily, I remembered humans have 2 arms and 2 legs, and the model turned out to be pretty decent, but it was still missing something. Oh guys, you gotta drop an upvote on this video for that. I then went over to mix mode to get an idle and running animation for our wonderful sexy model. And now in the game, I added a spawn position for the runner and a spawn position for the monster a little bit behind it. And the player shouldn't instantly get put into the chase once they start the game, so I added a little countdown before the chase. And during the chase, the runner will have to try to survive for this amount of time while the other player is chasing you as the monster. And honestly, if you ever try to verse me in this multiplayer mode, I'm gonna crap on you because I'm the fastest tapper of all time. So hit me up on Pornhub if you want to try to verse me. So that's it for this game, and the links are down below if you want to try it out. Or you can click this video on screen now to see how I made a multiplayer horror game where you can't trust anyone. It's kind of like Among Us. So yeah, check it out. Thanks for watching, broski.
But hold on. Hold on, this video's... Hold on, this video's sponsored by my balls, so make sure to check them out down below.